You're sitting with friends. Everyone is laughing. The room is warm, the conversation is light, and there is absolutely nothing to worry about. But something in your chest is tight. Your shoulders are creeping toward your ears. You keep glancing at the door, and you have no idea why. This is not anxiety. This is not a disorder. This is your nervous system running a threat detection program that is scanning for danger you can't consciously see and finding it in places where it doesn't exist. Scientists call this process neuroception, and understanding it will change how you think about every unexplained feeling of unease you've ever had. Neuroception is a term coined by Stephen Porges, the creator of polyvagal theory. It describes the process by which your nervous system evaluates risk, constantly, automatically, and entirely below the level of conscious awareness. Right now, without you doing anything, your nervous system is reading the room. The tone of someone's voice, not the words, the tone, the speed of their movements, the amount of light in the space, whether the exit is visible or blocked, whether the faces around you are relaxed or tense, whether the person next to you is breathing quickly or slowly. It picks up on things your conscious mind would never notice. A micro-expression that lasted a tenth of a second, a shift in posture, a change in the acoustic quality of the room. It processes all of this in milliseconds, faster than thought, faster than language, and it makes a verdict. Safe, dangerous, or life-threatening, and then it adjusts your entire physiology to match. Heart rate, muscle tension, breathing, digestion, all of it shifts based on a decision you never consciously made. Here is where the problem starts. Neuroception is not always accurate. It can be calibrated by experience, especially early experience, to detect threats where none exist. When this happens, your body reacts to safe environments as if they were dangerous. Not because you're irrational, but because your detection system has been tuned too sensitive. Think about what this means in everyday life. A colleague raises their voice slightly, not in anger, just enthusiasm, and your body floods with adrenaline before you even process what they said. Someone doesn't reply to your text for 2 hours and your stomach drops as if you've been abandoned. You walk into a quiet room and your shoulders tighten for no reason you can name. A stranger on the street makes eye contact for half a second too long and your heart rate spikes. None of these situations are dangerous, but your nervous system, running on old data, old patterns, old calibrations, is reading them as threats. And because the reading happens before conscious thought, you can't reason your way out of it. By the time you think about it, your body has already responded. Neuroception gets miscalibrated through experience. If you grew up in an environment where raised voices meant danger, your system learned to treat all raised voices as threats, permanently. It doesn't distinguish between your father yelling in anger and your friend yelling in excitement at a football game. The pattern is, loud voice equals danger. If unpredictability was a feature of your childhood, if you never knew which version of a parent was coming through the door, your system learned that quiet rooms are suspicious, because calm often came right before the storm. Chronic stress does the same thing. Months or years of overwork, a difficult relationship, ongoing financial pressure, these gradually turn the sensitivity dial up. Your nervous system starts treating everything as a potential threat because it has been running in threat detection mode for so long that it has forgotten where the baseline is. The dial gets stuck. And once it's stuck, even objectively safe situations trigger a stress response because your system's definition of safe has narrowed to almost nothing. This is why people who have been through prolonged stress often say they feel anxious for no reason. There is a reason, it's just not in the present moment. Their nervous system is responding to a pattern it learned in the past and has never unlearned. The good news is that neuroception can be recalibrated. It was shaped by experience, and it can be reshaped by new experience. But the process doesn't work through thinking. It works through repeated exposure to genuine safety signals that your nervous system can detect and learn from. The first safety signal is predictability. When your environment is consistent, same morning routine, same workspace setup, same rhythms throughout the day, your nervous system gradually learns that surprises are unlikely. This is why routine feels calming even when it seems boring. It is also why sudden changes in routine, Even positive ones like a vacation or a new job can feel unexpectedly stressful. Your nervous system doesn't evaluate whether a change is good or bad. It only evaluates whether it was predicted or unpredicted. The second signal is prosody, the melody of human voice. A calm, warm, rhythmic voice activates the ventral vagal system directly. This is why therapists speak slowly. It's why ASMR exists. It's why a lullaby calms a baby who doesn't understand a single word. The content doesn't matter. The frequency and rhythm of the voice is the signal. The third signal is facial expression. Your nervous system reads faces constantly and involuntarily. A relaxed jaw, soft eyes, and a genuine smile send a powerful safety signal. A tight jaw, narrowed eyes, or a flat expression send a danger signal, even if the person means no harm. This is why some people make you feel instantly at ease, while others make you tense without saying a word. And the fourth signal is completing your stress cycles. Every time your body activates a stress response and then successfully returns to calm, through movement, breath, connection, or simply the passage of time in a safe environment, it learns that activation doesn't have to be permanent, that the danger passes, that safety returns. Each completed cycle is a data point that tells your neuroception. The system works, threats end, and the body can return to rest. Over time, these completed cycles recalibrate the threshold, making the system less likely to fire on false alarms. If your body feels unsafe even when you know you're safe, that is not a flaw in your character. It is not anxiety being dramatic. It is not you being too sensitive. It is a detection system doing its job with outdated information, reading the present through the lens of the past. The system can be updated, not overnight, not by force, but through patient, repeated exposure to the signals that say, this moment is safe, this person is safe, this place is safe. Over time, your nervous system adjusts. The false alarms become less frequent. The baseline shifts, and the gap between what you know and what you feel begins to close. If this helped you understand something about yourself that you couldn't name before, subscribe. Next, we're going deeper into the window of tolerance, how much stress your nervous system can handle before it tips, and how to widen that window so you can stay present in situations that used to overwhelm you.